Greetings and welcome to Sparkles and Blessings. This is my YouTube channel where I tell my family stories, and hopefully my granddaughters will one day be able to watch them all and learn about her families. Today I'm continuing on with my great-grandmother's story. At this point, she has just finished telling me the story. All is well with the world. I am very happy. My parents come back. My mother comes back from church, along with my grandfather and all the other friends that they have, and eventually we made our way back to Uba Ubach, where I put that little story to the back of my head, and I would like us now to fast forward 40 some odd years, and we are in Niagara Falls, and my grandparents are there, and my grandfather is wheelchair limited and not doing really well. So I go over to visit them in the hotel, and bikers going by. I go to the hotel where they're staying, and I went there after work. This would have been, I don't know, 1997, 1998, and I'm approaching 50, 40, yes, and I come into the hotel room and he's already in bed. He's sitting up in his bed reading a paper. He's got a glass of water next to him, and my mother has got an adjoining room next to my grandfather, and she's there with my grandmother, and I'm told to go over and sit with Opa and to talk a little bit. So I go in, and he's reading the newspaper. He's in his pajamas, and he's all tucked in. And as he sees me walk in, he takes off his glasses, folds up the newspaper, and I walk over and I sit down next to him, and I immediately hold his hand. And I was blessed enough to be mindful in those days that these are the best of times with my grandparents. And I knew they were fading, but I knew every moment was precious. And so I sat down with my grandfather, and we're holding hands, and he looks at me, he says, I'm really sorry. I don't have any stories to tell you. I can't remember them anymore. And as much as that kind of broke my heart inside, hearing that, I felt a smile coming to my face. And I said, how would you like for me to tell you a story? And his eyes opened wide, and a look of happiness was all over his face, and he said, that would be wonderful. And I said, did your mother ever tell you the story about the two orphans? And he thought a moment, and he said, no, I don't know that story. And people, I want to tell you, it was with the greatest happiness that I was able, for the first time, to tell my grandfather a story that his mother had told me. I mean, that's kind of a real happy thing. And not only was it a story that she had told me, but it was a story explaining how to find heaven. And my grandfather did pass on 3 or 4 years after that, my grandmother 2 years after that. And they're both, my grandfather singing tenor in the heavenly choir, as my dear cousin would say, and my grandmother singing along. So that was an amazing story. I hope you liked that story. And I'd like to thank you for joining me here on Sparkles and Blessings. My name's Ducky, and until next time, Ducky out.